Hi everyone, just want to come up here and do a quick update on an astrological transit that we're having before our weekly video. That is Mercury. Mercury just moved into Capricorn as of December 1st, which is in Hong Kong time. That is last night, December 1st, nighttime, or it will be December 1st in the morning if you're in the later time zone. So now Mercury energy really shift when it moved from Sagittarius to Capricorn. It's very different. Communications, the way we think, we process, we express ourselves will slow down, will be a little bit less scattered. If you find that mutable Sagittarius energy was a little bit overwhelming, even anxious for some of us, or a little bit all over the place, we tend to want to do everything, we want to tackle everything, and we have a really bird's eye views of everything, but we lack the capacity to focus on little details in the past couple of weeks when we have Mercury in Sagittarius. Also, last week, as of 22nd or 3rd, I believe, 22nd, I think, in November, we are already in that shadow energy of Mercury retrograde. Mercury will station retrograde in the mid-December in like 10 days or so, and it will retrograde from Capricorn back to Sagittarius. So we have on and off 2 months of Mercury in Sagittarius and Mercury in Capricorn. We have Mercury is like Mercury retrograde shadow energy. I'm already eating my words. Oh my god. And I need to share a story with you all later. So Mercury is traveling back and forth, zooming between these two signs and giving us energies of this both signs. So Mercury in Capricorn is a bit more grounded, is because Capricorn is a Saturn rule planet sign. OMG. You know why I'm eating my words so much? Because Mercury is going through my first house, the way I express myself, the way I show up in this world, and I already eating my words, as you can see, so it's that literal. So if you still haven't backed up all your files, all the typical Mercury retrograde stuff, really do it now, because we are already in that pre-shadow energy. So anyway, back to Mercury in Capricorn. It's more grounded, it's a bit slow, more reserved. Mercury Capricorn want to test the water, feel the room before it say anything or express anything. You might find that you might feel a bit more reserved, pull back with the way you speak as well when you have Mercury in Capricorn. You want to feel the vibe of the room first before you say anything. And Mercury in Capricorn is very focused. So if you find yourself a little bit all over the place with Mercury in Sag, Mercury in Capricorn will ground you back down to the earth and will give you the energy to focus, really focus. If you have any to-do list you want to tackle, you have anything you really want to finish up, you want to focus on, this is a great time to do so. Even though we're already in that shadow energy, it's okay. Use this energy to help you tackle your to-do list, to check off those stuff that you need to attend to bring your focus back into things that you have to do, right? It's methodical. Mercury and Capricorn is slow and steady, win the race. You want to go step by step. You want to make sure that whatever you're doing, you're expressing, you're thinking about to do, have a long-term reward, or like it's gonna lead to something in long term, right? So you might be thinking or planning something during this time. So use this energy, and there's going to be a lot of different aspects that will happen with Mercury as it continue to travel in Capricorn and retrograde back in Capricorn and Sagittarius, and when Mercury station direct again later on in Sag. It's gonna be a roller coaster ride, so hang up tight and keep yourself updated with our weekly astrology video to know how to tune into and use this energy to really help you navigate things in your life as well. So lastly, share a little Mercury retrograde, Mercury story, maybe I should say. So Mercury was in Sagittarius as of last week, right? I'm a Sag rising, and since November 22nd, we are already in the shadow energy of Mercury retrograde. Hence, some of us will feel the pre and post shadow energy way stronger than the actual Mercury retrograde sometimes, depending on how your personal natal chart is pinging with the energy, right? How it's being affected by the transit. So for me, I usually check how's the planets moving every day in the morning before I tackle the world, right? To see, kind of like give myself like a little weather forecast update. So I am usually very careful. I always triple check when I have to attend a class, a webinar, or whatsoever. Anything on Zoom when it's in a different time zone, because we live in a different time zone. I don't want to miss out, because in my case, I live in Hong Kong. So the meetings, the Zoom, everything that I tend to attend in European or US, Canada countries, I tend to need to backtrack and see what time it will be for myself, because it will be like 12 hours, 13 hours, or 8 hours difference. So I triple check. I made sure I was right, and I was like, oh, okay. In order to attend this class live, I would have to wake up really early to attend it, and I can only attend half a day, and that was on the 30th. And on that day, I was somewhere else. I was not in Hong Kong. So I told myself, okay, I'll wake up extra early so I can finish my packing, because I have a flight to catch. So I can only attend half of the class, and I'll watch the replay later on. And so I set my alarm, everything. I woke up on the 30th morning thinking that, oh my God, I got it. I'm like early, I finished packing. I have a little bit time to spare to attend my live class, and I'm ready. I sat there, I'm like 8:05, nothing, no one's attending. So I click into, I'm already in the Zoom link. It's still looping, and it's still saying that waiting for the host to arrive. So I was like, oh my God, is there something wrong? My teacher is never late. So I double check again now, and I found out that, oh my God, I made a mistake because I was so worried that I wouldn't able to attend the live. Somehow I mistaken the time zone. I calculated wrong. I'm supposed to fast forward the time instead of backtracking the time. Anyway, I know it's kind of weird, confusing. Anyway, so I only need to do what I did the next day on December 1st instead of November 30th. And so I messed up the whole thing. But in the end, it was actually okay, because even though I could have gained extra couple hours of sleep, not stress myself out, and all that stuff, and still catch my flight and don't need to worry about a single thing. But in fact that I'm able to be in my home and attend the class live, and actually attend the whole live session instead of just half of it, it's okay. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'm already up. I might as well go grab breakfast then, right? So everything worked out, but I was like, okay, time to check out what today's transit is. And guess what? Mercury was conjuncting, sitting right on top of my ascendant degree 26 in Sagittarius. So we're already in that pre-shadow Mercury retrograde energy, and that is just hitting me so hard that they just gave me a brain fog. And because it was also squaring Neptune in Pisces, so that there's this brain fog, and suddenly I feel like I couldn't think of anything and I'm mistaken everything, and I'm like, voila. Now I can see clearly after it passed through my ascendant. So that is just a very real example of how the astrology energy can show up for you in your own natal chart. When you understand your own natal chart and you keep yourself, when you look at what is happening up in the sky, which is the transit that I always keep ourselves updated, then you'll see how it can affect you. Well, for me, I only found out later. But it's still like nice, and I loved it because it really showed up for me in a very literal way, and that's how it can show up for you too. So that is why I love astrology, and I love doing what I do, and I love to share with you all. Anyway, this is my little, I guess, Mercury Retrograde Antidote story that I'm sharing with you all. I'm wishing you all a great day ahead. See you soon in the next video in our weekly forecast. Have a great day. See you later. Bye.